Grant Cardone is the best-selling author of the 10X Rule, and Forbes magazine called him the #1 marketer to watch. He went from being a kid labeled as having ADD and almost dying of a drug overdose to becoming a real estate mogul with a portfolio size of over $1.5 billion. And today, we're gonna look at my take on his top 10 rules of success. Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like na 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 na. For my top 10, top 10, na 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 na. This one's for my top 10.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and chances are you are the most ambitious person in your circle, but you know you're capable of more, and you get that push by being around the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Grant Cardone, and my take on his top 10 rules of success. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1, pick the right vehicle.
For me, calling on car dealers, back in the beginning, as much as I loved calling on car dealers and as much as they helped me, they didn't appreciate me. They didn't appreciate their people. They didn't want to invest money in their people. The fact that I made any money doing what I did with car dealers is actually phenomenal.
Right.
Because I should have been in advertising. I actually picked the wrong vehicle. I should have been doing what they wanted to do. They want to train their people, but really they want to spend money on advertising.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which they don't want to do that either, but they know they have to keep traffic coming to the front door. I picked the wrong vehicle from the get-go. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made in my career, in my business career.
Rule number 2, commit to helping others.
When I wrote the 10X rule, I was trying to solve a problem. The problem that I've had in my life, was not my marriage. I'm not a bad parent. I wasn't helping enough people. See, I've always loved helping people, always. I am most happy when I'm helping someone else. Nothing to do with money. If I can help somebody, not give them something, but if I can actually help somebody to feel better about themselves, to know what to do in a phone call, to know what to do in a sales call, to know how to follow up their girlfriend or their boyfriend, or to solve some problem in their life, or how to get some money. If I can help somebody know how to do that, I know I contributed to their life. You should be up here. You should be dropping out of the ceiling. You should be helping more people. 10X gave me my life back. If you're not 10Xing, I promise, you will experience depression. You will feel empty, I wanted my life back. Are you committed? No. Are you committed? Will you let me help you? Welcome to your 10X Growth Conference.
Rule number 3, filter down who you listen to.
You need to filter down to who you listen to. I don't listen to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear them, but, he don't know what he's talking about.
Totally.
Dude, if you're not saying that, most of them has no clue.
Has no clue.
But I'm not criticizing it, by the way. I'm not criticizing. Mike Tyson yesterday telling me something. I said, that's bullshit, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, who tells the champ? That's bullshit. I said, dude, you don't know what you're talking about right now. He's like, enlighten me, man. Tell me, man. I said, all this surrender bullshit, dude, it's all bullshit. The guy that told you need to surrender, the therapist that told you that bullshit was the confused one.
Yeah.
Okay? So totally. I've learned who not to listen to.
Rule number 4, build a team.
Get that?
They'll get that. Somebody will get that. I'm not going to get it. April, you're going to get that, right? See, that's the other thing. Like right now, like you got to juggle, dude. Like you got to juggle. You can't. If I get up now and go answer that phone, it's only because I don't have somebody here to help me. When I roll, I got to have a team. Normally, I got 2 other people with me. I got 2 kids in the other room. Their friend, who happens to be here, so we joined up, and their mother's a producer in Hollywood, and they happen to be here at the same time. In fact, the guy that Andrew Banks, that's on Shark Tank in Australia, he was here. We had dinner yesterday, just happened to run into each other. But you got to have a team. Nobody was telling me when I started a business, bro, you need a team. You're going to need a team, man. You want to be super successful? Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't have a team, does he? I think he does his own costume, but it's stupid. Like, how can you be Spider-Man and do your own costume? Right? I mean, to be Superman, I mean, Batman's got a team, right? Superman, he's got a team. Doesn't he have a team? I don't think he does. Maybe he's got a mama. But that's for the comic books, man. You need a team.
Well, that's an interesting thing, right? Because I've like studied you, and I've seen, like, you know, you've got Alan, you've got
Yeah, I got Alan on my team.
yeah, you've got
ALAN on Instagram.
you got
Good
the young
dude.
guy, the president,
Jared Grant,
yeah.
Jared Grant.
So I'm curious.
I
like,
got
how
Ryan
do you-
Secco.
Yeah.
He was a pilot. Now he's running a $1.2 billion real estate portfolio. I got Sherry Hamilton. I got personal assistants. I got 150. We got 150 employees in Miami. Another 250 in the real estate. That could be 500 easily in the real estate. You know, there's probably 500 employees between the two businesses right now. And I'm sitting here thinking, why don't I have 50,000 employees? Okay, I look out here in these windows, Central Equity. Okay, I guarantee you that's not a one-man show right there. You don't get your name on a building being one person.
Also, if you want to have more confidence and self-love, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
You have to go build self-confidence. I've been at a point in my life where I thought less of me than anyone thought of me. How many have been there? My dreams are first every day, then my wife, then my kids. I can take care of my wife and my kids now. Would you agree? I abandoned this. This is the fuel for who I am.
Rule number 5, please yourself.
I wrote this thing on Instagram the other day. I spent most of my life trying to please the whole damn world, hating myself. Trying to please the bank, trying to please my mom, trying to please everybody, schools, the drug dealer. I'm trying to please people freaking that are dead, man. I know they're gonna die. I can tell they're killing themselves every day, and I'm trying to please people that can't even help me. Today I'm like, dude, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna please my damn self, and when I do, I'm gonna please a whole bunch of other people, because I'm a good dude. I'm sending out these checks this month.
Rule number 6, don't be afraid to shift.
Once you make the decision, bro, it is one of the hardest things to do, to shift, because when you start spinning another plate, here's the trick. You cannot leave this plate. This plate demands that you continue to spin it.
Right.
Now, how much time you spend spinning that primary plate, because all I'm trying to do now is serve the customers, serve any existing contracts. You don't want to abandon this audience that actually helped you. But you can't give them all the attention. When I first started making the swing away from car dealers, like, they did not like it.
Yeah, I bet.
You know, the audience that made you, or somewhat made you, will not want you to go get made somewhere else.
Sure. Makes sense.
You know, and you can hear rappers and entertainers doing, or comedians. Hey, do the old jokes, Richard. You know, I want the old Kanye. Everybody wants the old Grant, you know.
Right.
Except the new people.
Rule number 7, write down your goals.
Between 6 and 9, I'm gonna set up my first 3 things to do that morning. I'm probably gonna work out. In my case, because I'm a father, I'm gonna spend time with my kids. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna get ready, have some breakfast, and be ready for a 9 a.m. meeting. 9 to noon, between 9 and noon, maybe I have phone calls, maybe I'm working on a project, maybe I'm shooting a video. I'll basically have those notes. Again, every line on this page should be filled up. Noon, I'm gonna take a quick lunch, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, have a bite to eat, or I'm gonna spend a longer lunch, but it'll always be with a client. 3 to 6, 6 to 9, I'm cranking down, I'm turning it off, I'm going to sleep. If you overcommit and underdeliver, if you can't get to everything, that's better than having blank space on this calendar. Now, the right side is why I built the 10X Planner as a journal, schedule, planner, day timer, day runner, call it what you want. Your goals, these 4 or 5 lines right here are gonna be the most important way to start your day, because this is your purpose. This is why you're living your life. This is the reason you're getting up and going into work each day. Underneath this, you're gonna see quote of the day. What is your quote today? This is a very creative 2 lines that's gonna cause you to think about what you stand for that day. These are your targets, things you want to accomplish this day, calls you want to make, appointments you want to have, deals you want to close, people you need to see, somebody you got to get in front of. This is your exact target, something measurable. Then what do we have? Successes. So important. Don't wait till the end of the week or the end of the month to write down your successes. What'd you do today? You went to the dentist and had your teeth cleaned. Boom, that's a success. For me, that's a major success because I hate freaking dentists. And by the way, make sure when you put your successes down here, tweet me every once in a while, and I'll make sure I either retweet you or I'll follow you or I'll get you more followers. Last thing, write your goals down again. You wrote them down this morning, you wrote them down at night. I can't tell you how valuable this is, okay? You write your goals down once a year. I'm gonna write mine down 700 times a year. Who wins this game? A guy smarter than me, taller than me, better looking than me, better connected than me, writes his goals down once or twice a year, and I write mine down 700 times a year. Who wins? It won't be taller, it won't be richer, it won't be better looking. It'll be the guy that writes his goals down twice a day, every day.
Rule number 8, pursue greatness.
You've got this incredible team. What do you look for? Like, how do you find these incredible people? How do you keep them motivated?
Yeah, well, I don't find them, and they find me, and so what we do is we get the beacon. The how does Facebook attract talent? They don't need to go find them. It's like meat to a shark. It's like I'm coming. I smell the blood in the water. So they're going to Facebook, right? How do you attract great talent? This is what people ask me every day. How do you attract great people? Dude, get so freaking beaming hot white light that people are like, I want to work on that project. I went and saw Hobbs and Shaw last night. It did $333 million. It's got rock and stay the minute. $333 million opening weekend worldwide. $333 million, dude. Like, ridiculous. Great movie, by the way. I had a blast watching it. But, how does that much money go to one place? How did that many great people work on that movie? Because who's involved in it, right? So, greatness attracts greatness. And so these people call, hey, I want to work for you. I had a kid today come out, I want to work for you. It's a good deal. I don't hire people. Like, I'm not the hire guy. I'm the guy that's creating new opportunities, though, that people want to stay. They want to stay in the theme park and become their own show. So if you notice, I show off my people a lot. I don't keep them behind the scenes. I'm like, here, let's have more than the Grant show. Let's have the Grant, the Frank Kern show, the Brandon Dawson show, the Jared show, the Ryan Secco show, the real estate show. Let's show the G&E show, Elena and myself. Let's bring other people and partners in. Why do I do that? Where am I learning that? Great companies. Great companies grow their brands and scale out and do a lot of different things.
Rule number 9, know when to move on.
How do you personally know, when is it time to pivot a little bit? When is it time to shift? I've seen you put layer on layer on layer on layer, but how do you know when to make that move? When do we go to the next layer?
Well, for me, it's, it's like you see the end of something coming. Everything's got a cycle. Every sooner, look, Federal Express. I'm watching Federal Express this morning. So it's getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
Like, the company probably will not exist in the future. This is one of the greatest companies ever put on planet Earth. It's going to be disrupted by Amazon.
Right.
So it might come back. I'm sure some, maybe Warren will come in and figure out how to save it. But my point of that is that, things expire. Bodies expire, products expire, ideas expire. And they run a cycle where either the passion's not there or the profit's not there. And for me, I like to do things that are profitable.
Right.
And the more profit it makes, the more passionate I get for some reason.
Right. I can understand that.
So because that's the only way I know how to win. I can't make a basket. I can't write a movie. Maybe I can. Maybe I could write a movie. I can't make it.
You put together some pretty good videos. I think you could probably put together a good movie.
Yeah. So look, if I do a 10X growth conference and 12,000 people come and we lose money on it, that's nothing to be proud about.
Sure.
I know guys that can do that. We run the only, just to brag a little bit, we run the only profitable event in the world.
Wow.
Everybody loses money on those deals. So those events they do. I did a deal with Tony Robbins, Sly Stallone, Gary Vaynerchuk. Who else was at that gig? I think Pitbull was there too. 2 days, they lost money on that gig.
Jeez.
Like, gosh, how you lose money on that?
Wow. With
How you
that
lose
lineup.
like I'm like, you got to be kidding, because they couldn't sell their tickets. They couldn't get the appropriate price for their ticket. So when do you decide to transcend? When do you decide to move on to something? Look, when it's no longer passionate, it's no longer profitable, and you can't figure out a solution, right? You've tried and you're looking at it, and you know that maybe the industry's starting to go away.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have fun. Now I've got a special bonus clip from Grant on how to look for outside opinions that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what can you do today to commit to helping somebody else? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in a video and you promise, you commit to take action on it. Believe Nation, we don't just watch videos, we do something about it. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments below as well, because I want to celebrate you.
I think accountability is underrated. I think the easiest person to lie to is yourself. Whether it's competition or team or husband or wife or partner, or need for success.
And it's not always the family members that can do it. Like sometimes I need to hear from somebody other than the person I sleep with, or my mommy and daddy. Because mommy and daddy are just going to be like, I love you just the way you are. But when you start getting input from somebody outside your bloodline, I remember a guy about 4 or 5 years ago. He just sold his company. He was worth $4.4 billion at the time. He just had a big score. But he had a lifetime of doing deals, and this one thing finally hit. And his impression of me was completely different than what anybody else says of me. And what he told me was, hey, Grant, you can do more. And then when he said that, it was just like, wow, from him, you can do more, Grant. Grant, you should do more. Grant, you must do more. And I was like, wow, it was riveting. And at that time I was looking at buying the jet. He's like, you absolutely should buy a jet. You should. And he's not a wasteful guy. This is a fairly frugal guy. He didn't waste money. He didn't show off. He's never on social media. And he says, look, you have the gift to help a lot of people, man. You're an extremely transparent person. You tell people like it is. You want to help people. And he's like, you need to go travel the world and make sure you help people. And so that was an inspiration from a guy that's done a lot. As opposed to my family saying, like, if it's a family member, this is what I'm going to hear most of the time. Man, don't you think you're working too hard? Huh? Don't you think you're doing too much? When's enough? When are you just going to be happy? Are you spending enough time with the kids? You enjoying life? These little things they drop. I know you hear this. When are you just going to be satisfied with Rob? But this guy looking in said, dude, you can do more. And people need that outside inspiration and accountability.
And if you want 10 more awesome rules from Grant Cardone, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
My sister's like, you're too social. I'm like, dude, please stop it. Like, your whole life's on social media. They can see it all.